So a lot of brands want to be part of culture, but end up chasing trends instead of creating meaning. What does
Yeah.
cultural relevance really look like to you? And what does it take to build a team that's set up to move fast when culture shifts, like you were talking about before?
Yeah. So I always find that we use culture so broadly as marketers, that I like to try to break it down into big culture, like big C, and then like little c culture. So little c culture is where I see brands playing a lot in. So it'll be like, oh, we need to get into entertainment or sports or music or fashion or art or whatever it is. That's like the little c culture because it's the pillars of quote unquote, what makes up pop culture and are the things that people want to discuss and talk to their friends about, right? That's sort of like one area that I see a lot of brands playing. And then you have like big C culture, which is like where big movements and shifts in society happen at like a macro level. And I think it's pretty difficult for most brands to play in that big C space. I saw it happen a couple times in my career where if you're building a platform and you're working on something that can actually change the way that people fully function and behave, like what TikTok eventually did, that's when you're starting to play with big culture where I couldn't walk down a street without hearing somebody talk about some TikTok video they saw and seeing a TikTok person trying to create content off to the side. Like that's when you really were moving culture at like a macro level. As far as your question, I think when brands are playing in let's call it little culture, as in like the pillars that make up pop culture, I think it's just really important to not follow the trends and think about how that might resonate with your audience and bring your specific brand to life and help you get to that North Star.